Okay guys, I'm back here in the shop working on the 64 Impala. Today is Sunday, November the 9th. I guess it's about 6:30 in the evening. Didn't get really much done today. Been on and off, kind of just messing around back here and messing around with some other projects I had going inside the house. But I was able to take the old door and put this new door on that I bought a while back, and I still need to adjust it a little bit more. It's going to need a lot of work on the gap area, of course, but anyway, what I was planning, I was trying to get this door on so I can go ahead and line up the quarter panel with the door and that, but I was also planning on buying some new hinges. But there's really nothing wrong with these hinges other than probably needs the new pins and bushings, so I'm going to try to repair these instead. But I wasn't quite sure how to repair this hinge. I see that there's a pin here. I'll try to zoom into it, and let's see here. That pin right there has that little part where it's comes over the metal. Does anyone out there know if you're supposed to grind that part off and knock the pin out, or will you just hammer it out, hammer the pin out? And I mean, it's not a I thought at first it was more like a C-clip. See there, focus, some type of a C-clip over the pin. And it's not, it's more of a piece of a metal that's there. So I just had a question for anyone out there, if they've ever replaced these pins on any type of Chevy. I don't know if the Novas are similar to this, or Chevelles, or if anyone out there has ever done the Impalas hinges. This does have the spring here. I found a kit that has the bushings, the pin, the springs, and then this little roller back here. Found them online, and they're a lot cheaper to go that way. I think the set for both doors will cost me like $50. If I was to replace the whole new hinge, just complete hinge and it already comes rebuilt, then it would cost, for the lower hinge, it's like $90, and then the top hinge is $89 or something like that. So that would almost be like $200 a door. That would be $400 in hinges. So like I said, there's really nothing wrong with the hinge itself other than the pins and bushings may be wore out. So I just have a question for anybody out there that might know if they've replaced those pins before. I see that this top pin is coming up here on top. The bottom is here. If it was me, I would have thought this piece here would be on top instead of up like that, but I don't know. The head of the pin I would think would go on top, but I don't know. The other door is done that way. I think on that other side, I'm pretty sure it is. It's probably a little darker on this side of the shop. Our garage here. Yeah, see, the head of this pin is on top on this door, but it's on this one it's different. It's not, it's on the bottom, the head of the pin. But this one is, the head of the pin is on top. So I would think this is the way to do it. But still, you got to knock this pin out. Like I said, I don't know, do I just hammer that out, or do I grind that little piece off to where that pin comes out? Or if I hammer it, I guess I need to try it. But if anybody knows, has done it before or anything, I'd like to give me a suggestion. Anyway, like I said, I got this door, but it needs to be adjusted. It won't close right there. I have to force it. What I'm assuming is when I took the hinges off, I've got to, this part of the adjustment here rolls the door in and out like this. I guess the bottom part would go in and out, and this adjustment here gives me the adjustment of the height up and down, and pull it towards the back. I pulled it as far back as I could, but it still leaves me pretty good gap here on top. It's pretty good size gap, but I could fix that. I've seen on YouTube several ways to fix the gaps like that, so I'm not worried too much about here. I just need to get the door where it'll close right. And of course the body line here's matching up really good, and this is where we had the problem on the door and quarter panel body line where the molding goes. The situation here is the door body line is more narrow than the quarter panel body line. So I think I have a solution for that. I could leave it like that, but if you notice, get my fingers out of the way, when the doors matches here, this line will match with the top line here, but down here this line is lower than this one. I did take some measurements of the old quarter panel, and this here is about 1 1/8 wide. On the original quarter panel it's only about I don't remember if it's 7/8 or 1 inch, but anyway, the way these quarter panels on the 64 are is they start out, if you notice where the molding goes, this flat part starts out narrow here, and as it goes down it gets wider and wider and wider, and then here it's supposed to be the same as this, and then as you go down along the quarter panel it starts to get also wider here. It tapers like that. So back here at the back is the correct measurement, but here it's not. So I think I have a solution for that, but I haven't attempted it yet. I'm not going to try it yet until I get all these parts, bushings and all that on that door, and get the door a little bit more straight. But anyway, that's where I'm at. And like I said, I've had that door for a while. I was just using the old door to line everything up, but I said, well, might as well just put the new door in and start lining it up with all the new stuff that I've ordered. There's really not much wrong with this door, other than it come from a different car. This car was wrecked on this side, so this door is from a donor from another 64. You can tell because it's red, and the original color of this car is more of a aqua blue, really light aqua blue. It did have some rust on the other end, but this door could have been fixed. But one of the reasons that I had ordered the new door also was because I was curious about the body line on the door. This being a new door and a new quarter panel, I would have thought maybe this body line was going to match up with this quarter panel, but it didn't work out that way. But like I said, I think I've got a fix for that. So that's it for today. I'm just, like I said, I really didn't do much of anything today other than mess around back here and in the house, watch a couple of football games. But that's where I'm at here, and I'll go ahead and let you guys go. And if, like I said, if anybody's got an answer for the bushings, I'd really appreciate that, to see if someone can tell me how to get those off so I don't break the whole hinge or something. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I'll upload this video as soon as I can. And if anybody's got a suggestion on the bushings, I really appreciate it. Thanks guys.